On track. It's the same day service show. No, it's the Ron Bass Show. Your source for inspiration, encouragement, motivation, humor. I say that with a question mark.
Yes.
Only kidding.
Yes.
Mr. Brent Atterbury, Mr. Dry Humor himself, teaching me all the tricks of dry humor.
How you doing today?
Getting a little bit better at dry humor. What if I could ever learn how to do tap dancing?
No.
I got some new tennis shoes, and they've got, it's an interesting bottom to it, but I always feel like I'm tap dancing. Or if I'm sitting around doing nothing, I go, like I'm bored or something, you know?
You have shoes that want to make you dance.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So one of my students last night came up with this saying. He got it from a book somewhere. It said, if you're conscientiously putting your best foot forward, people unknown will seek you out. I thought that was a cool statement, saying. Whoever said that, maybe a philosopher, maybe somebody smarter than I am that came up with that idea. But I mean, the bottom line is, hey, if you've got leadership skills or you want to be a leader, you got to step up to the plate. People are going to take notice, and they're going to follow your lead. Maybe not, but somebody will.
Right.
If it's only 1 out of 100, it was still worth it, in my opinion. So, some stories today, but I want to talk a little bit about myself just for a minute, not to toot my own horn, but to make a point. So recently in my home repair business, I've been having some problems with finding enough talent, finding talent that I find reliable and people I can get along with and that are available and honest, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I said to myself, I woke up in the middle of the night, I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna start running calls myself. Not all of the stuff that we do is like that complicated. Some of it is, but a lot of it isn't. So I said to myself, I'm just going to figure it out. So I went and bought a tool bag, bought some tools, and last weekend I took some calls, and I literally went to some calls, and I was successful in doing a small appliance call. I was able to take a dryer cord off of a dryer that was a four prong on the cord, and replace it with a 3-prong. And with the help of the client, fortunately, because I was having trouble down in this little small space seeing everything, and she was really helping me because I'm colorblind, so I couldn't tell the colors on the wires. And I thought, oh man, here I am, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to put the wrong wire in the wrong slot, and the damn thing's going to blow up, or the breaker's going to trip, or there's going to be a fire or something. I thought, oh my God. But to make a long story short, it was successful. We plugged it, turned it on, bang, it worked. Well, the vent that she had was from her old house, did not fit back in correctly, so when she turned the dryer on, it blew lint all over me. Not a big deal, but she was, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She was really sweet though. And so we struck up a real nice conversation. Recently divorced, recently widowed. And she's really a character, very nice lady. But so then after that, I wound up going on a couple of automotive calls. Some success with some, others not so much. But what I found was I could go to the call, and if I couldn't fix it, I could at least show up on the call. So the client's not sitting there waiting, where's he at, which is a big problem in my business. People are very impatient, particularly in emergency scenarios. So at least showing up and representing the company, there's some advantage to that as well. Or maybe I could sell the job. As an example, yesterday I went to an air conditioning heating call, and somebody we've worked for before, so I knew the guy, real nice guy. And now from an air conditioner, it's a furnace problem. The motor's making a loud noise inside the furnace. I said to him, I really don't think you have to replace the motor. He says, Ron, I don't want to take the risk of that motor quitting on me right in the middle of winter because it's going to be cold coming up in January, February. Here in the United States, guys, it gets pretty cold. Well, I'm sure it gets cold where you guys are at too, but over in Europe and wherever you're at in the world. But anyway, he said, no, I want to change the motor out. I said, okay, fine. I gave him a price. I went back to my office that evening, and then today I took one of my technicians with me, and he very easily replaced the motor, put it back in. A little bit of a noise, but not like it was, and so he's comfortable and confident now that he made the right decision. Sometimes I have customers, guys, that they have money and they just don't want to play around. They just want to be comfortable, and they don't want to take the risk of not being comfortable, whether it's plumbing, whether it's electrical, whether it's heating and cooling, etc., which is the business that I'm in, home repair business. At any rate, I also had And I'm not trying to like going on and on about this, but I'm trying to make a point, guys, and I'll get to the point in a second. I also was able to do some plumbing work in my school, martial arts school. The toilet backed up. Well, I got out one of my tools, a hand tool, and I got literally down into the toilet, man, and put this tool in there, and it wasn't happening because the stool was full of water, right? And I kept going. I said, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying and trying and finally, all of a sudden, man, whoosh, the stool drained out. That was one of the coolest feelings I've ever had in my life. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? To know that the stool flushed. But hey, I was trying to make a point to myself that I wasn't going to give up. I wasn't going to give up on that project. Look, whether it's flushing a stool or cleaning out a stool, or whether it's, getting your black belt in jiu-jitsu, or whether it's building a successful company, whatever it is, guys, you can't give up. You have to keep going through the process every single day, working towards that goal. But guess what? Once you reach that goal, it's like the best feeling in the world. Nothing can compare to that. All the money that you're making, the best sex in the world, nothing compares to the feeling of having satisfaction of accomplishment. It doesn't have to be a big accomplishment, any accomplishment. And one more quick note about myself. I also was able to fix an electrical problem in my home by putting in a different fuse. So now I'm an electrician. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really. But I can do simple things. And so now I'm learning a whole new craft. At 72 years old, I'm learning a whole new trade, which is really cool because educating yourself is another great feeling, right? It's another accomplishment to learn a new craft, a new trade at any age, right? Starting at, martial arts at 61 and I'm 72. Hey, man, whatever it takes to make your life more meaningful and to acquire knowledge, that's a powerful thing, guys. Don't cut yourself short. If you're making progress in your goals, pat yourself on the back, man. It doesn't matter if you've reached that goal or not yet. By the way, my goal card is expiring next week because I only set it for 1 year at a time.
Oh.
And guess what? I'm still short on a couple of my goals. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to re-sign the card. I'm going to reset the date. And I'm going to keep trucking, man, to accomplish those goals. I'm closer than I was a year ago to these two goals, but I'm not there yet. Hey, progress is progress, though. All right, so you get the point I'm trying to make, guys. And the other thing I want to mention is that martial arts, working out, being fit, overcoming weight loss or weight gain, all these different kinds of things, accomplishing those goals gives you a lot of additional confidence that you don't have normally, which in my case gave me the confidence to try to do these maintenance calls by myself. And I did it confidently. Yes, I wasn't 100% successful in every endeavor, but I was successful in some. But that's even beside the point. I was comfortable going into the fight. I wasn't like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I got in my car, I got my GPS out, and I went to the job site. And I walked in the customer's home with my tool bag. They didn't know that I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I mean, I knew a little bit, but really, if you knew my background, you'd be surprised to hear me say these things, because really, I'm not a technician. But I've been around it so many years that I've acquired some understanding. Some of it's just kind of common sense. But at any rate, I say that to say this, guys. Once you get more comfortable in your own skin because of accomplishments, your confidence grows so much that it just spills over into everything in your life. You can do more things, guys. You can learn how to dance. You can learn how to fight. You can learn how to start your own business. You can quit doing drugs and alcohol. One of my technicians last night and I were talking, and I said, man, you're a young man. You're successful in your martial arts business, and you're really skilled. But I said, you got to get off the vape. You got to get off the marijuana. It's not good for your health. It just, forget about, that some old fogey's telling you this, just the idea that do things that are healthy for you. Your body is a machine, and if you don't take care of that machine, it ain't going to last, and it sure isn't going to perform well while it is going through, the workload. Take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Okay. Here's something that I thought about the other day. All this crazy stuff going on in the world, all these shootings and killings and hate and crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Hate it. I hate
Every
it.
day. I hate it,
Yeah.
right? I hate
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
hate it. We all hate seeing violence. But I got to thinking about what's going on. I did some math. There's like 7 billion plus people in the world. 1% of the population is what they call sociopathic, which means they're kind of crazy to start with. People like that, they just don't have any conscience at all. They don't care what they do. They don't care if they hurt somebody. They don't care if they kill somebody. It does not bother them. So if you do the math, 1% of the world that's 10 million people running around the world that are nuts, or that have fear no consequences for their what they do. So do the math. No wonder we've got all these things going on that are crazy. No wonder. Just a simple analysis.
Yeah.
Thought you'd like that.
Yeah. So,
Glad somebody likes what I say.
how many crazy people are here today?
Well, there's a couple of them sitting right here. Takes one to know one.
Yeah.
Takes one to know one. Okay, story time, I guess. Boy, time just flies by when you're having fun, they say.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
I think
excited today.
I am excited today because I've been out running service calls today too. It's fun. Plus, it gets me out of the office, which I enjoy being in the office, but I also enjoy getting out and doing it and talking to clients. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Because they know me from maybe all my TV commercials or radio commercials over the years, and maybe they have heard my name and our company's name, but to meet the owner, people like that.
You're good medicine.
Thank you.
When you're in front of the customer,
Yes.
for sure.
Oh, that you're complimenting me.
I kind of was, yeah.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. What's the next story here? This is kind of an interesting story about a... No, this is about aging. And then I'll let you do some breaking news. So here's what the scientists are saying. I talk about aging all the time, right? Because a lot of our listeners now are older people, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old now, or more people listening to us at that age group. They say at 68 years old, the quality of life goes down, starts really going down. And they say by the time you're 69, your muscles start depleting really quick.
That's 1 year from 68.
Yeah. And of course, the only way to combat this is what I do: lift weights, right?
Yeah.
You can't stop it, but you can slow it way down. You can still add muscle for a while, but if you don't lift weights, you're going to lose your muscles as you get older for sure. But they've got this broke down to like by age almost.
The old saying, if you don't use it, lose it.
Yeah, if you don't use it, lose it. Right. If you don't use it, lose it. You're going to lose it. So then they say, so at 68 years old, the quality of life starts going really downhill really quick. And of course, all the basic thing: rest is key. Falling is a big problem for old people. And I fall all the time on the mats. But I do.
Are you old people?
Yeah, I'm old people. I'm elderly. I looked it up the other day. Said anything over 70 is elderly.
Oh, those are just...
No, it's true. But but when you are fit and you're healthy, you don't feel elderly. But on the chronological scale, you're screwed. You're old, man. It's the way it is, guys. I have to accept it. I don't have to accept it, but I have to understand it, right?
Yeah.
And it just goes on and on about. Then you lose your fast twitch muscles, so you can't, like when I'm grappling. I'm not as quick as my opponents, but I can surprise them every once in a while and shake them up a little bit.
With your slow twitch muscles?
Slow twitch muscles, but that didn't help you very much when these guys are going 100 miles an hour at you, right? Anyway, you get the idea. I'm not trying to belabor the point of getting old is not easy, and it's not, but you can counter it with exercise, rest, nutrition, and keeping yourself in good company. It's really important that you hang out with really good people like Brent, people that are positive and spirited and motivating and ambitious and progressive, and you get the idea. So look, guys, I'm not going to just keep going on and on about it, but I just wanted to share some of that with you today to make a point. The main point I wanted to make today was, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. And look, I entered the fray knowing in my heart that I might have struggle, but I was willing to face the struggle because that was more important to me than not trying. We did the podcast last week about Jack LaLanne saying it's TRY. You have to try. And I thought about that story when I was out there this weekend driving to these calls. Then I thought to myself, I wonder what these customers are thinking of me. Here's this old guy with this, with a tie on. I did loosen my tie. And with a tool bag, they're probably thinking, what the hell is this guy up to? Why is he over here? He's not a technician. Any rate, I don't know. It's kind of a double-edged sword, but I enjoyed it, and I'm going to continue to enjoy it, along with all the other things that we do every day, right? Okay, Mr. Breaking News, man, what's up?
Hey, first of all, need
Hey, it's for
to
horses.
apologize for the podcast not being posted sooner than it has been, and it's because of technical difficulty. And it's taken several days, but we finally won. We finally
Yay.
got there, and we'll be posting that today.
Yay.
As Ron says, never give up. And there's never problems. There's just challenges.
Yep.
And we have to be problem solvers, or
Yep.
we have to come up with solutions
Yep.
for these challenges. So, the breaking news is, speaking of health, a Japanese company called Toto has developed and released advanced smart toilets that you download the app, and they use built-in sensors and LED lights to automatically scan and analyze the color, shape, hardness, and volume of the user's feces. And it sends data to the smartphone app and lets you know if you're dealing with possible dehydration, digestive problems.
Gosh.
It's
Too much for me.
high tech stuff for health.
Too much for me.
Yeah.
They'll say, what will they come up with next?
Well, yeah, we don't want.
I don't think I want my feces analyzed like that. But
no.
hey, to each their own, right?
Yeah.
And people will buy these products.
If you don't, it's just going to go down the drain. So also, this is a interesting word. Can you say pfeffernuss?
Pfeffernuss?
Pfeffernuss. Bless you. Yeah, doesn't that make you want to say bless you when you say that word?
No.
Well, anyway, today it is National Pfeffernuss Day. It is a German spiced Christmas cookie.
Okay.
And it's celebrated in many countries. It's very, very popular.
Okay.
I've never heard of it, but
Speaking of
I'm sure
cookies-
it's very good.
Speaking of cookies, somebody brought me some cookies today.
Wow.
But I don't know who. It's like my last present I got from somebody I know. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a card with it or a name with it. I don't know who brought them to me and laid them on my desk today while I was out running calls.
I wonder what. Hopefully, they didn't put anything in those cookies
That's what makes
to make
it.
you.
I'm wondering about that.
Make you very happy, and very mellow, and very hungry after a while.
Yeah.
But also today is National Roots Day. It encourages connecting with family history done through sharing recipes and family food traditions. And then tomorrow is National Eggnog Day.
It's also Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Is Christmas Eve a holiday?
I guess you could call it. I know Festivus is. That's today.
Are people
Seinfeld.
already like holidaying today? This is the 23rd of December, by the way.
Yes. On Festivus, maybe. So,
Well,
which
it's
is
a deep subject.
one from the Seinfeld episode, if you
Seinfeld
recall.
was so brilliant, man.
Yes. Funny.
He still
funny,
does
funny,
stand-up
funny,
comedy.
funny.
He's worth like $1 billion or something crazy, but he still does stand-up comedy. Travels around the world, and talking about dry humor. He's a dry humor guy for sure.
Yep.
Is that all you got?
That's all I got.
Okay, guys. Well, shoot. I guess we've bored everybody
Toilets
enough.
and cookies and eggnog.
Any words of wisdom before we get out of here? Any closing thoughts?
Hey, it's been a great year.
It has been a great year.
Yes. Looking forward to a wonderful 2026.
We've got one more podcast before the next year.
We do.
So that's not, we
No.
don't need to be talking about that yet.
No, but I'm still looking forward to it.
Okay. Look, guys, just remember, if you don't give up, sooner or later, eventually, hopefully, probably, I'm sure, those stars are going to line up. And you're going to be a better person for it.
Mm-hmm.
And just remember, man, always keep your head up, keep your chin up, and the most important thing, every day, all day long, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how frustrated and mad and depressed and discouraged or whatever you are, always stay positive.